people. How I've made exactly $0 on the day so far trading NQ. Right, so coming into the day on the hourly time frame, we have just dipped into this bullish daily gap, which ES hasn't. Was there a ES hadn't taken the low yet. So moving down to the 4 hour in a bullish 4 hour, 1 hour. We've inversed a few bullish 1 hours, but maybe it was just to get to the daily. Drop down to the 15-minute. We can see pre-market you had CPI, which happened. CPI happened, and then we came up, swept news data highs, which is my draw on liquidity gone on a day like today, to be honest, because that's a really good target. Coming into market open, I wanted to see manipulation into this bearish 1 hour if we were going to continue down, and a sweep of this high, which we got. I'll explain a bit more in a minute. So 1 minute time frame. Market opens, absolutely dumps down. Where are we? Yeah, market opens, absolutely dumps down into a 15-minute gap and a premium 5 within that 15-minute gap. We then proceed to see sell side liquidity get swept. Oh, why didn't you take it if sell side liquidity got swept? Because I need an internal SMT at the sell side. And that is not what we got, because as you can see, both indexes proceeded to come down, take out this low, and then I would have entered if we had a clear gap. The only gap we had, we didn't have a 30-second in this leg. The only gap we could have taken would have been this 15-second inversion, which then we could have taken up to the bearish 1 hour. So, am I really going to risk on a trade that I don't need to? Not particularly. As we can see, we then also got a 1 minute change in state of delivery. I was thinking of entering if we inverse this 1 minute, because that's a lot more confirmation. We didn't. Next candle came up and just hella overextended, and I wasn't going to risk a lot. We don't need to, basically. So then it would have ran to take profit. So what was that? It was probably like a B setup. We didn't get a good inverse. We had no clean gap to inverse in this leg. So it wasn't a trade that I was wanting to put money on. Would have hit, would have been break even at this internal high, wouldn't have got break even. So, oh well, tit for tat. We didn't even inverse on the next 1 minute candle either, so it would have been this one here, which I don't really want to do. And then the second entry would have been everything I wanted to see come into play did come into play in this bearish 1 hour gap. The Nasdaq came up and swept London highs. ES stayed above London highs. 7 a.m. So that's 7 a.m. candle. Yeah, we didn't. We failed to sweep above these highs. We were actually down there. That's that candle. Jesus Christ. Then proceeded to see just an absolute dump. No buy side swept. No internal SMT. And we proceeded just to get a 30-second IFVG. This would have been a risky trade, would have absolutely printed in a minute for a 1 to 2, but stops would have been a set 25, and I'd like putting my stops at the SMT high. So, not a good setup, made 0 executions. What are we doing now? We came down, retapped this, I mean, we're just hovering. We've had CPI, we've had a big pump and a dump. Could have caught mediocre trades either way. For a 1 to 2, didn't place anything. As you can see, realized P&L for the day is 0. But yeah, we didn't get an internal SMT in this. Well, what's my setup? Internal SMT inside of a higher time frame PD array, SMT at the high and the low, or the low, depending on which side I'm targeting. But it's fine. I didn't feel good about today. Anyway, just going into it, I feel like my brain's all over the place. It's not really something I want to take to the charts, because I might be buying a car later, which would be pretty cool. So, yeah, no executions on the day. Going to go ahead and lock myself out. It is literally only 24 minutes into market open. These are conditions that I don't particularly like trading. We probably could catch something if we fully 9 to 5 it. I mean, we've inversed this 5 minute inside of the hourly, which would have been our premium zone to look for reversals. The hourly is going to close in 5 minutes. Looks like it's rejecting off of this, so we could see more downside. I'd like to see us come down a little bit. I mean, because look how overextended we're. Jesus Christ. This is the 4 hour, by the way. What's the fib tool on this 4 hour? Where's equilibrium of the 4 hour? Equilibrium is 26216. Could come down to there. Not today, obviously. I mean, that's... How many points is that from here? Yeah, 3,000 points. I don't think we're getting that much of a sell-off. We could very well just stay bullish forever. And... I don't know. Just keep missing entries, I suppose. I sound kind of salty. I don't think I'm salty. I'm a little bit, because we didn't get a good entry. My bias was picture perfect. Didn't get a good gap to inverse off market open. And then manipulating it into exactly where I wanted it to go and not giving us a good entry. If I'd have entered on the 1 minute, it would have been here. It would have been terrible risk to reward. And it's just not something that I feel like risking that much on. So, stuck to my rules, locked myself out. Who knows? I might go buy a car. We'll see. I'm also vlogging. So, yeah, 0 executions, 0 money made on the day. Where are we for the month? For the month, 829.16 on the month so far. 3 trades yesterday. That was because I accidentally placed one on... Yep. I accidentally placed one on MES instead of MNQ. And then obviously one which hit with the take profit and then one which hit the trailing stop. Yeah, so currently 3 days green on the month. Self-explanatory. I mean, we're doing it, boys. We're doing it. So, oh well. No trades on the day. Sorry, I'm like fully out of it. I don't know why. But yeah, I believe we are just gonna have a major sell-off now. Whether that continues through to tomorrow, we can look for more shorts or what. But it did exactly what I wanted it to. Just didn't provide us with an entry. And sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. So, without further ado, love you all. Take care of yourself. Tell someone that you love them. Stay profitable. Stay true to your rules. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.